What is going on, people? It's your boy D coming at you from the court, and I wanted to talk about this Kyrie Irving situation one more time, and I kind of want to give you guys my best opinion upon this and where I think he should go. Now, I'm kind of thinking of two teams that can benefit from each other. And to me, right now, what the Cavs need the most is a more aggressive and a more versatile big man. And what other big man in the league could that possibly be right now aside from Demarcus Cousins? Now, you do have a lot of other big men. You got Demarcus, you got Anthony Davis, you got Kristaps Porzingis, you've got Karl Anthony Towns, you've got Joel Embiid, you got Ben Simmons, who we have yet to see perform under a spotlight not yet, but we're all anticipating his debut into the NBA. We know he had the foot injury in, I think, the summer league, and he just didn't even play last year at all, just period. He just missed the entire year, the 16-17 year. But we know that the position of big man is becoming very, very, very versatile and more skilled. They're starting to dribble the ball more. They're starting to shoot more. Some of them can bang down low while also doing all of this other stuff. Some of them are good defenders. DeMarcus Cousins, he's a good paint protector. Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, all these guys that I've just named. But right now I want to tell you guys why I think Kyrie Irving, why I think the Cavs, not Kyrie Irving, because like Brian Windhorst said, Kyrie Irving does not have a say-so in this. So I'm going to tell you guys why I think the Cavaliers should reach out to the Pelicans to see if they're willing to trade Kyrie Irving for DeMarcus Cousins. Now, sidebar, we know that Kyrie Irving's interests are, the San Antonio Spurs, the Timberwolves, the New York Knicks, and the Miami Heat. We know that those are the teams he would prefer. He let the Cavaliers front office know that he does have preferences, and those were his 4 preferences. And with one of those teams in particular, there's been a lot of news surrounding one of the players on this other team that Kyrie wants to be traded to, and that is the New York Knicks. Now, I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony has been rumored to be in serious talks with the Rockets. The Cavaliers are also, they kind of want to figure out something that they can do to get Carmelo Anthony to team up with LeBron James. And now rumors have surfaced that he's kind of been looking into Oklahoma City Thunder as well. Now, the thing I would like to point out about OKC is that one of those guys would have to come off the bench, and it's going to be I don't think there are enough basketballs for those 3 guys, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony on the same team. That just really doesn't sound appeasing to me. But that is Kyrie Irving he has interest in the New York Knicks, and one thing that could happen, which I think would be a bad idea, because Carmelo, I'm not knocking Carmelo. Carmelo is a good player. He's still a pretty good player. He's still an above average offensive weapon. But at the same time, we're still not addressing the problem that Cleveland has here, and that is defense. And getting Carmelo Anthony just does not do that. I said this a while back on my Facebook. I don't have a fan page or anything like that yet, but it's just a Facebook page, a personal Facebook page where I just post my little rants or whatever. But I liked Paul George. I liked Jimmy Butler I liked Carmelo Anthony. I liked Jimmy Butler when the rumors were swirling around those guys going to Cleveland. But Paul George has the length, he has the athleticism, he has the shooting ability, and he has the defense. Now, his defense isn't as good as Jimmy Butler's, but it's better than Carmelo's, and it's only a little bit worse than Jimmy Butler's. I don't know. Jimmy Butler's defense is a little bit better than Paul George. It's not a significant amount of better there, or goodness. I don't know what you want me to say, but it's much better than Carmelo. So I was liking Paul George to the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he went to OKC. But Kyrie Irving in a trade with Carmelo Anthony, Kyrie going to the Knicks, and Carmelo going to the Cleveland Cavaliers, that is not a good trade. I know maybe LeBron wants that to happen, but I don't think that is a logical trade, and I don't think it'll work out well for that team if they were to get rid of Kyrie Irving just to get Carmelo Anthony. Now, the reason I think Carmelo or the Cleveland Cavaliers should reach out to the New Orleans Pelicans about DeMarcus Cousins for Kyrie Irving trade is because of this. The Cavs need a big man, right? They need an aggressive big man, somebody who can space the floor, that is in DeMarcus Cousins, somebody who can bang down low, that is in DeMarcus Cousins, and somebody who can protect the rim, that is in DeMarcus Cousins. Now, the two bigs that the Cavs have now are not able to do all three of those things. They're probably able to rebound. Oh, not even to mention DeMarcus Cousins can rebound as well. Now, I think him being on a team with a person like LeBron can kind of bring him down from those anger spurts that he have, you know, where he kind of pops off at the refs and he get all of those technical fouls and shit like that. Playing with a leader like LeBron James, you have no choice but to adjust. And I think that is what will happen. Now, the reason I said the Pelicans is because a trade for these two players would fulfill both teams' needs. Now, this is not a knock toward Drew Holiday. I think that's the point guard they have, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Drew Holiday? Whoever the point guard is that they have, he had some issues with his wife, and you know she kind of battled through, I think, a cancerous situation. And congrats to him and his family and his wife for actually, you know, pulling through on that situation. Prayers up. I'm happy to see that happened. Although I don't know him, I'm just a very spiritual person, and I feel like prayer does actually work. So this is not a knock toward Drew Holiday. I really do think it's Drew Holiday. It should be Drew Holiday. This is not a knock toward their point guard, but come on. I mean, like Kyrie Irving, like, I mean, and then you could kind of get that, you know, that small and that big role going on, kind of like a Kobe Shaq type of thing. If you get Kyrie Irving in exchange for DeMarcus Cousins, you know, I like Kyrie Irving with Anthony Davis. Nobody has to step on anybody's toes. You know, in terms of speaking of the situation that was going on in Cleveland, you know, Kyrie Irving, and I quote, his camp was saying that Kyrie, quote, wants to be the point guard. Now, playing with alongside Anthony Davis, and they could probably find a really good wing person that's a free agent right now. I wouldn't doubt that. But playing alongside Kyrie Irving, they don't have to worry about who's going to be the person bringing the ball up, who's going to be facilitating, who's going to be setting plays, who's going to be taking shots. Now, if Kyrie Irving is with the Pelicans, Anthony Davis doesn't need to step out and take as many threes as he's been trying to implement into his game, because Kyrie Irving can do it. You know, he feels that hole. And even if they were able to keep Drew Holiday, bring him off the bench. There's nothing wrong with that. I know Drew Holiday probably wouldn't be too happy with it, but I mean, you back up for Kyrie Irving, dude, like, just accept it, because that is a really good tandem. And me personally, I would like to have people coming off the bench versus having a large amount of talent in at once in the starting lineup, and then now your bench comes in and you got a bunch of old guys who had it but just don't have it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, that's how I would you know, run my team. But you know, people do things differently, and if the Cavs were to reach out to the Pelicans about this, maybe they can even throw in a package deal. You know, Kyrie Irving, and I would prefer for them to get rid of Tristan Thompson. Kyrie Irving and Tristan Thompson, for that way that if they get Tristan Thompson, they could actually fill that hole of a skilled big man, because Tristan Thompson is a prolific rebounder. He's an okay rim protector. He's just not the best. He's not DeMarcus Cousins protecting the rim. Tristan Thompson can't shoot though, but you would still have Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis as well, who can space the floor and step out from down in the paint and knock down a few threes. Now, he's not a fucking Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, but he's working that skill, that asset into his game. And I like to see that people are trying to become more versatile so that they can have more value as an individual player. And that is what Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Kristaps Porzingis, you know, Ben Simmons, all of these guys are trying to implement jump shots so that you can be afraid of the all-around game that they have, and not just trying to defend down in the paint. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you guys know that. Sometimes I rant and I just want to get my point across. But they would be helping each other out. Honestly. Like, seriously, they really would be helping each other out. And I mean, come on, I don't think the Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins thing is working anyway. DeMarcus Cousins really wants to win. And it's sad to say he will not be doing that out west. I mean, you know, because you got the Golden State Warriors, you got the Houston Rockets, you've got the Minnesota Timberwolves, who look fucking fantastic right now, dude. What they've built within this offseason it looks really promising. But you got the San Antonio Spurs, you've got the LA Lakers, who are probably gonna do some damage this year once Magic starts to get the train going and he finds more pieces to put around Lonzo and Brandon Ingram, who, by the way, looks very promising as well, disregarding his first year, because I mean, he was a baby. You can't really expect for him to do anything within the first year. I think last year was his rookie year. Yeah, I think last year was Brandon Ingram's rookie year. But, you know, there's too much out west. And to me, I was thinking for, you know, people who, it sounds really weird, but this was the thought I had for Carmelo, because he was thinking about, you know, the Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder, and then Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum were trying to recruit him to the Trailblazers. You want to win, you are going to have a hard time doing that out west. Now, you can look at the team from the outside and look at it on paper and say, man, we finna fuck the Warriors up. But the Warriors, they've only gotten better. They haven't gotten worse. This has been a really, really, really good offseason for the Western Conference Finals. And that's just it. The East they just pretty much melted. I mean, like, everybody went out west, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cakewalk for LeBron James. Not to say that that's a good thing, because to me, I think he needs a little bit of adversity sometimes. But I mean, he's 32 years old. He's about to be 33 in December, and you know, if you can get it as easy as you can get it to the finals, the only thing that people are looking forward to is the finals. And I mean, not the preseason. The regular season is fine. It's fine. It's fun to watch. It's really good. I'm really gonna be watching a lot of Western Conference Finals games, because I want to see how people match up against the Warriors, considering everybody is building these fucking fantastic teams, dude. And I like it. But I do like a package deal. Kyrie, Tristan Thompson for DeMarcus Cousins, and even if they were to just let him go, you know, just to get DeMarcus Cousins, you know, just that one player, that'll be good, because at the same time, you're freeing up cap space and you're getting a really, really, really good asset to the game. So, LeBron James, Dan Gilbert, look into this, because this can happen. I mean, it's possible. If each parties are thinking about this logically, these pieces fit. You guys need a better point guard. Not to say Jrue Holiday is bad, but in comparison to Kyrie Irving, Kyrie's better. We're just going to say that. I don't want to make it seem like I'm disrespecting Jrue Holiday. I like Jrue Holiday, but Kyrie Irving is just a better point guard. He's a better player. I'm not going to say he's a better point guard, because Jrue Holiday, in terms of being a real point guard, Jrue Holiday is probably a better point guard. But just to have that tandem of, you know, Kyrie and Anthony Davis, and I'll have to check you guys' roster out just to see if Kyrie actually fits with you guys, but this is a trade that could help both parties. Honestly, this is where I see the pieces to the puzzle could, I mean, they can fit perfectly. So I'd like to see some rumors or some news saying that the Cavaliers have reached out to the Pelicans about trading for Kyrie Irving to get DeMarcus Cousins. That would be really dope. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they watch this video, it might actually pique their interest and they'll look into it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think that the Pelicans would go for a trade for Kyrie Irving and Tristan Thompson for DeMarcus Cousins? I think it'll be better. It might even be better that way, because the Cavs will free up a lot of cap space, letting go of Kyrie and Tristan Thompson. Because right now, Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love are the biggest parts of the cap space problems that the Cavaliers are having. So, yeah, get in the comment section. Let me know if you guys think Kyrie to the Pelicans and Tristan to the Pelicans for Demarcus Cousins would be a good trade. Let me know if you think it'll work. Let me know if you guys think I've got a good idea here, and I would like to hear you guys' ideas where you think Kyrie would fit in that, or where the Cavs should look to make this huge blockbuster trade, because right now this is the biggest news that we've had in the offseason, and that is Kyrie Irving requesting a trade. Jimmy Butler to the Timberwolves, Paul George to OKC, you know, Chris Paul to the Houston Rockets. None of it is as big as Kyrie wanting to be traded away from the Cavaliers. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. Be sure to give the video a like, comment, and you know what else to do. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.